All right, it looks like everybody's filtering in now. Just about everyone is here. All right, looks like a few more people funneling in. I don't want to keep everybody waiting. So it's just about everyone's here. Okay, so how's everyone today? It's Tuesday. Still the beginning part of the week. Anyway, so I hope it's a good week for you so far. All right, so the session's being recorded, just like at all the other classes. And so if you miss a portion of it, you'll be able to review it. If you happen to miss the entire class, you can review the recording. They're automatically recorded, so they're always recorded, and then I just save them. Now, what I've doing differently now, instead of putting them underneath the recording module, I'm putting them in the, let's just admit everyone here, excuse me. I'm putting them under the actual week as it pertains. So it just makes it a little bit cleaner, so you don't have to search down a whole list, see which one do I need. You can just go to the week, and then I will have the 2 recordings for every week that we've completed. And it makes it easier to find it. And you can just see the date there for that particular recording. Let's see. Alec, yeah, I responded to your email. If you could just take a look at the email I responded back to you in the inbox in Canvas. Okay. All right. So what I'd like to do today is we have an activity that we're doing. But before I go into that, I want to just mention one other thing. Some of you had in the class had mentioned that you would like to see the assignments tab in the navigation menu for you to be able to access it. So I want to mention something about that. So that was during the mid-semester survey responses. And I want to address that because faculty are not permitted to actually include that for students. It's actually a tool for instructors to use. So there's a workaround, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that workaround. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you for our course, and then go into some ways that you can use, do a workaround for the assignments. So what I'm going to do here, you can see this. I think I have another chat. Okay. All right. So here's our course. And if I go into student view, which is your view, you'll see that these are the navigation items that you can choose. So the global navigation you have over here, but our course navigation are the announcements, the modules, grades, and people. And so as a workaround for not having the assignments, if you've, for some reason you happen to have assignments from some instructor, then you can go to, my preference is to go to the modules, which is on the home, or modules are both the same. And you will see what assignments are due for each week. But it also gives you the opportunity to see the resources that are available for each week. Like, you need to read this. This is an assignment. It's a reading. So it's not under assignments. It's under the modules. So you want to do the reading, and then you have a homework, which is an assignment. The activities are not assignments, though they are, because you turn them in during the course of the class, but it's not under the same assignment section. All right, so my preference is to go with the modules and see the modules and see what resources are available for me, and then do whatever homework or activities are needed. Now, another workaround is if you select grades, then you will be taken to a list of all the assignments. And here is everything, and by date, by due date. So you can use the grades as a workaround to see. Now, this is me as a test student, which as a test student, I don't take all so that's why it's showing everything missing. Yours will be current unless something is missing, and then you'll want to make that up. All right, so that's a workaround, but again, under the grades, all you have are the assignments and not the resources under the modules. Okay, so are there any questions? Is it really this section here? I'm gonna have to cut that from the recording. All right, so here we are now. We're in week 8, right? So we are working on organic social media posts. And then for Thursday, we're going to do the homework on organic posts. I've already published this, so you can download it and take a look at it, but I'm going to show you the instructions as it relates to this assignment. I actually have to re-download this. So when you select it, there's not much information there. You click here and then you have the whole entire Word document that you can populate. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you so we can go over this together. And I think I'm going to take a different approach for this activity for today. I'm going to show you the activity and then we can go from there. So what we're going to, oh, that was another item. So some of you had told me, I don't have a Facebook account and I don't want to open one. Or I don't have an Instagram account. Instagram is owned by Facebook, but I don't have an Instagram account. I don't want to open one. So if you are running a business, certainly an e-commerce business, it's very important to have social media presence. It's extremely important today. And I understand your dilemma of not wanting a Facebook account or an Instagram account, especially if you're not going to really start your own business. You're doing this just for the skills to make you more competitive in the workforce as a career. And I understand that. But for the purpose of this assignment, you will need to access Facebook and Instagram. So what I've consulted with our department, and the suggestion from the School of Entrepreneurship is to open up an account that you can delete after you're finished. You don't have to open up in your name. I actually opened up a Facebook account in my dog's name. My dog is Sadie, and then I use my last name, Sadie Rose. There's no such person. It's my dog. But I decided to go ahead and open up an account with Sadie Rose. You need to have an email address attached to it. Well, you can open up as many Gmail account emails as you want. So I opened up a Gmail account for Sadie Rose with her date of birth and very little, hardly any information whatsoever, just for the purpose of doing this, going through this process. So I did that, and that's certainly manageable for you to do. Is for the purpose of this assignment activity 5, the homework assignment, and then also additional Facebook and Instagram activities as well in this course. So Alec, go ahead and, you're messaging me. Can you just message me privately off line within the course, just like through inbox messenger about that? Yes, PDFs are required. Turn it into a PDF and then submit it. So that's probably the better way to go. All right, so the next thing is, let's see. Okay, just do a Google search to find out how you can convert it to a PDF then. That's all I can say at this point. Otherwise, meet with me separately. So instead, because this is a private matter, so meet with me separately outside of the classroom. We can chat about it. All right, next. So this is what we're doing today. We're going to look at, oh, and if anyone has issue with starting the Facebook account, the Instagram account, talk privately with me, and then we will work something out to see how you can make this happen, okay? All right, next. But it should be fine, and the school thinks that that's the approach that they're taking with this, with anyone who's resistant to wanting to open up a personal account. Incidentally, if you want to have a business account with Facebook, you do need a personal account to start with. If you want a Instagram account, you need to have a Facebook account. It's a little bit like big tech taking over, but like I said, just make up a name and create a brand new email address that has nothing to do with you, and then that way you can alleviate that problem. All right, so this is what we're doing today. We're looking at organic social media posts, posts that are not sponsored, posts that are not group posts, or that are just an organic post that's posted either by the company or by a customer of the company or someone else. All right, so we're going to try to look at just business posts because there are many of them out there and we should be able to do that. What we're looking at is to find one example from Facebook and one example from Instagram. And we're going to start with just a post of a product picture of a product. That's all, as long as it's not a sponsored, not a paid for social media post on Facebook, and then also one on Instagram. The next, we're going to go to a post that asks you to caption the picture or the photograph. All right, so one from Facebook, one from Instagram. Here, a post with a quote included. Again, one from each. And then one with a video. It can be recorded or live. Most of them are recorded. A post with a contest or some type of a prize that's associated with it. There's lots of them on Instagram. You might have to search a little bit more for Facebook, but I did see a list of different contests that are running right now, and I just did a brief Google search. A post with a question, and then a post that asks you about a certain time in the past, something nostalgic, or ties to tradition somehow, a fad, something like that. And then number 8 is something that is posted directly to the fans of the company, or to the website. And then mimes. So we're looking at one from Facebook, one from Instagram for each of these 9 line items. All right. Then we have, what you're going to do is state the names of at least 3 Facebook or Instagram accounts that you think could be used as an inspiration for your website that you submitted in homework number 6. So your website, not that you submitted this assignment, it's your website. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So just do a screenshot or list it, and then provide a brief explanation as to why you think this is a good model for you to model after, okay, for your own website. Why do you like it? Okay, so that's what needs to be included. So are there any questions as it relates to what we're doing here today?
So wait, are we making these posts or we're finding these posts?
You're finding the posts. If you had to make them, it would take a very long time.
I was confused.
Yes, you're not doing that now. You're only finding them on both Facebook and Instagram.
Do we have to take a screenshot for each example, which means like 18 screenshots?
That's correct. So 18 screenshots. So one from Instagram, one from Facebook for each line item. Any other questions? Okay. All right, so no other questions. So what I'm going to do, rather than having you do this alone, I'm going to have you go into groups. I'm going to have you go into the breakout rooms so you can do it as groups. So I had done this in the previous class, just before this class. Everyone had done it alone, and it was a bit of a strain. And one of the items that was mentioned to me was that we would like to have a little bit more like group work and team involvement. So what I'm going to do is have you go into breakout rooms, and then you can work on this together as a team. You're going to have 3 or 4 people. You can take some of the information, divide it up however you want to divide it up, and then you can all put whatever you've found onto each of the assignments to be turned in. Okay, so I know there'll be repetition because everyone will have agreement for whatever you've included, and that's fine. So does everyone understand what we're going to be doing now?
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Are we all going to turn it in individually?
You can turn in one document with all your names on it, or you could turn in separate documents, but everyone needs to turn it in the assignment section.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
How are we going to get each other's posts, or do we just submit what we did?
Yeah, you can, well, you will share the information with each other in your breakout room. So if someone, you will have the share screen privilege within your breakout room. So you can share your screen, and all you have to do is take a screenshot, and there you have it, and you can pop it in your assignment on your assignment document. So you're talking about seconds worth of work, less than 1 minute to once someone's it's finding it, that takes the most amount of time. So if you can break it up, find it, and then once, let's say, person number 1 is working on post 1 and 2, and then somebody else is working on 3 and 4. So then you can work on it, and then you share your information, and then you just grab, someone pulls up each section, do a screenshot and pop it in yours. That's probably the quickest way to do it, unless someone has another suggestion. Okay, all right, good. So that's how we're going to work this. I think you'll find that it's good having some teamwork involved in this. And then if someone, you come up with something, hey, I'm stuck, can someone help me? I can't find a contest, or I can't find a post with a question. So then you have 3 or 4 of you in a group together, just pull your resources to, each of you, if that's the last thing you're working on, then work on it together and try to find it. So just don't leave someone out there to, hang out and dry because they're struggling to find something. Work on it together, get what you can get done. Maybe you start with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are fairly easy to find. So if there's 4 of you in a group, one takes 1, one takes 2, one takes 3, and the other one takes 4. And then you come, once you've done that, then you go back and then you try 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then all of you can work on the mine maybe, or then see if you get stuck on something, you help each other out. Okay, so is that working for everyone? All right, one thing, I want to show you a couple of things though, just to be sure that you're on the right track. So one thing I did was I want to show you Facebook right here. And what I did was I just did a search for Morning Brew because I know they have a lot of good visuals on, for this, this site. So in Facebook, I just put in Morning Brew. And then here, my choice are to go to their page right here, or this says has sponsored, okay? We don't want to select sponsored because this is a paid ad. All right, so stay away from anything sponsored. Any private groups, stay away from private groups. We're only looking for just organic posts. So if I select Morning Brew, here's their page, and then I can find some organic posts here. Okay, so here's a visual here. There's some other things here. Here's a quote, and there's some other information, and I may find something that works. Now, you may want to choose a topic, a company that's similar to yours. I had in the last class, I had someone in the jewelry business, and they only looked at jewelry stores, and that's fine. You know, you do whatever, or specific jewelry manufacturers. You decide what works for you. But again, don't forget the last part of this is that that's going to be your own personal information. What is best suited for your particular website? So you can do the line items 1 through 9 as a group. But when it comes to the last items on the list here, you're really that's going to be really personal to your own website, your own business, right? Stating those 3 items that were your the ones that you like the most, the ones that have more of an effect on you, and explaining why. Something you want to model after. So that will be your own personal to you and not part of your team, but the team effort can be focused on the organic posts 1 through 9. All right, so is everyone good with that? Okay, great. So I'm gonna have you go into breakout rooms now. Okay, thank you, Karen.
Excuse me, Professor, I have a quick
yes.
question.
Please.
I was thinking, since you want us all to work together on 1 through 9, I was thinking originally that we would do like a Google Doc and we would all like share it. But then if you want us to do the last 3 separate, we would have to have our own documents each. So how would we share like the posts and stuff that we all find together if we're not sharing a document?
Okay, so here's, let me just show you. I explained it earlier, but let me just actually show you so you can see what I have here. So, so here is, okay, so here's one. All right, I'm gonna show you this. All right, let me show you this one instead. Okay, let's see, here we go. All right. So I have a couple of, all right, so you will have sharing privileges. So you can share your screen with your colleagues, your peers in your breakout room. So let's say I'm one of your peers and I have found the first item. So I'm sharing my screen with you like I am right now. And I found this on Nike, right? And I found this one on Instagram. So it has so many likes on it and so forth. So what you can do is that the other people in the team can just screenshot this page right here. You can crop it and then use that same screenshot on your assignment.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you so much.
That's probably the simplest way to go. Here's a video, it has the likes, it has the shares, you know, and then this was an interesting video here. It actually has the video icon right here. Some of them will just have the icon in the center, depending, but we just need to be sure that it is a video. You know, you can just, if you just share your screen, that's usually the easiest way that someone else can do a screenshot and then include it in their document. If someone has trouble with that, then just email your portion to each other. That's the only other thing I think, but I think you should be able to just screenshot it and you'd be good to go. Okay, so I just want to set everything up so everyone can share. your screens, so you're good to go in your breakout rooms. If anyone has trouble with anything, let me know. And are there any other last minute questions before I have you go to your breakout rooms? Okay. Okay, so 17. So I'm going to do 5 breakout rooms. So you'll have either 3 or 4 people in a group. And I think that that's a good amount for you to be able to get through this. And then I will let you know, I will give you a good amount of time to work on this. If anyone has a question and you want me to join your group, your team, let me know and I'll bounce into your team and then we can go from there. Or you can come out into the main room. This is where I'll be waiting and then you can ask a question, whatever you prefer. Just don't leave when you're in the breakout room, don't leave the class. Just you can leave the breakout room, but don't leave the entire class because then you'll just be bumped out. And if that happens, that's okay too. I'll just let you back in again. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what's going on here. Try this again. Okay, so now this looks good. It's either 3 or 4 per room and you should be good to go. So you just accept the breakout room and you just go into with your team.
Dr. Rose,
Yes.
would it be possible to do this assignment just by myself?
Who's asking that? Nick?
Yes, Nick.
See, where do I have you, Nick? Okay. Yes, you may do it alone. And then what I'm going to do is just move. Ali, are you going to join a team here? Let me just see here. Move to 2. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ali, are you joining a team? Okay, Nick is not, so don't join it. You can just stay in the main room, Nick. And if you have any questions, you can just post them to me.
Okay,
Jack?
cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jack, are you joining the group? Ali has joined. I'm going to move you, Ali. Okay. Okay, good. That is good. Okay, so we're closing the breakout rooms and everyone's getting back. I think everyone is pretty much done. So what I'd like to do is ask Grant if he'd be willing to share his activity 5 assignment, if I can show that to the class. Is Grant still in a room? Okay, everyone is out. So let's see, Grant, looking for Grant here. Okay, and I don't see him. Let's see if someone else had turned in the assignment. Oh, I guess it's very difficult to get the assignments to come up when I have Zoom running. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Hunter, would you be willing to share yours? We don't see Hunter either. So just because you're done doesn't mean you sign off. All right, has anyone else turned in the assignment? I need, let's see, Jack, Madison, Jackson, Ernesto, and Tony. I need to have a conference with you right at the end of class. Okay, Jack, is Jack here? I don't see Jack. Madison? I don't see Madison. Or Jackson? No. Ernesto, I see.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Tony. So if Tony and Ernesto can just stay a few minutes, I'm going to end class a little early, so I'm not having you stay extra time. All right, so Hunter is not here either. Is anyone else that, all right, so let me just ask you, how did it go for you? Some of you actually just worked alone anyway, and some of you worked as a team. Those of you who worked at a team, how did that work out for you? Or did anyone work as a team?
Team breakout room 1 did. It was me, Ansley, and then Veronica.
And how did that work out for you? Did everyone pull their weight?
Yeah, for sure. We were able. I don't think we would have had enough time if it were just. At least I wasn't as fast on finding Facebook posts.
Okay. All right.
But I think it was a major help to do it together.
So it really helped to be able to do it together. So have you all completed, or are you still working on your final portion?
We completed 1 through 9.
And now you just have to finish your individual portion of it. So I'm going to
Correct.
extend that to, late tonight. So you have some time to finish that up. So you have the majority of it done. All you're doing is just putting in the last bit of information as it relates to your specific website, and then you're good to go and you can submit it. So I'm going to change the due date from now to tonight. So you'll have plenty of time to get that done. All right. So are there any last minute questions that anyone might have?
I have a quick question.
Yes, Cole.
So I lost my group's Google Docs and
Okay.
can't find their name on the Zoom. I don't know if they got off already
So
or
let me just see who was with your group now. Cole. You had Anthony, Andrew, and Karen.
all right, yeah, I'll just chat them and ask me. Oh, I found it. All right.
You got it? Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, very good. All right, any other questions?
Professor, for the last three questions, which are for personal business, do you want us to just write the name of the Instagram or Facebook accounts, or do you want us to take one screenshot of the account as well?
You can either or. You can have the screenshot, and then you can include the bit of information that you like the best, or you can include the name of the company and the information that's included.
All
And
right,
then
we don't need, oh, we need to write what we like each of them.
Yes,
All
why it's a model for you to use on your website.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
So my group did it in a Gmail and I don't have Gmail, so I'm waiting for them to send it over to me. Can anyone in my group let me know if they're going to send it?
Yeah, I sent it over to your email. You haven't received it?
No, I haven't.
Have you checked your Outlook email, your school one?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Okay, let me try sending it again. 1 sec. Let me just make sure I have the correct email.
Yeah, if it's off one digit, it'll make a difference, right?
Yeah. Email this file. Okay, can you repeat your email to me? I have ANA9456 at Gmail. I mean, I'm sorry, at eagle.fgcu.edu.
No, it's ANAYRES
YRES. And then the rest.
9456 at eagle.fgcu.edu.
Okay, looks like we got that worked out.
It's not letting me send it. I'll find a way to download it and send it to you.
Okay.
Let me just save your email.
Ansley, can you type it in the chat? I'll probably.
Yeah, maybe you could just do that privately in the chat.
Yeah, send it to me directly. I know you just sent me a message. Just send me that way I can just copy and paste it.
Okay, so you're gonna do it, Ernesto?
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm having a hard time.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. I would just like to speak with Tony and Ernesto, and if Jack is here, Madison or Jackson is here, I'd like to meet with you as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you. See you.
Professor.
Thank you.
Was Tony Anthony?
Yeah.
Not too sure. I think he's gone. He said he had class or no?
He just left. It looks like it'll just be you and I, Dr. Rose.
Okay, then I'll just
Okay,
have
great.
to.
Thanks, Professor.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care.